Hello my friends, this is the video that I made on Palantir just 7 days ago, and the price of this asset was at $16.76, and my main assumption was that we were in the wave 4 inside the C wave of this retracement from its highest point at roughly $22 to the somewhere lower in order to complete the C wave. And my main assumption was that we should land somewhere in the ranges of about $15. And here's the actual price action. As you can see, instead of moving south, this asset went higher and it broke the previous range of resistance. And guys, I think I am the only YouTuber who published not only wins but also a failed forecasts. And if you want to know more about technical analysis, and if you want to know more about tips and tricks in regards to the price action, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and feel free to join my Patreon account, where for the $35 a month you will be able to drastically enhance your trading skills. And on top of that, for the first 100 subscribers I will do a giveaway. I will do a technical analysis based on your request on any asset that you might find. And I think it is quite fair deal. The link you will find in the description below.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And let's continue with the price action itself. I have to say that this structure to the downside, in my opinion, it doesn't have proper subdivision, but we might have some exceptions from this swing high at roughly $19 to this swing low, and potentially we might have the completed structure, the bottom of our C wave at this point. And if it is the case, we don't need this tool anymore, and we have the first movement to the upside. And guys, this movement is quite indicative. During this breakout above the range of resistance, and it is the real range of resistance because the breakout happened with the increase in volume, as you can see right here, we have a very good indication that potentially this asset might go even higher. But at the same time, I have a lot of doubts about this, and everything I will show you in my technical analysis. So let's continue with the fundamental news. First of all, let me show you that if you type in Google search bar PLTR stock and switch to news tab folder, you will not find a lot of recent news that is directly related to Palantir and that could be the short-term catalyst for this asset. The most recent ones just explains the previous price action, but we don't have any updates in regards to its future potential movements. And let me show you that in general, if you take a look on the list of institutional investors, since I made my previous video, we have a lot of filings. And guys, keep in mind that these dates are not the deal execution dates. It is just the filing dates of this information. And the real execution dates was at least 45 days prior this date. And in general, I have to say that we have just one new filing, one green row, but all other rows indicate that we have more bullish sentiment because a lot of companies added to their long position. As you can see, if the number right here in this column is positive, it means that this company added to its long position. And for example, this Pricon Private Wealth Partners added 88% to its position, and their total value becomes $2.283 million. And I have to admit that if you take a look on a bigger picture, if you take a look on this chart, and this is the institutional ownership of Palantir stock, you can see that 2 months in a row, November and December of 2023, are the highest months in terms of the institutional ownership. And this means we have more and more institutional investors, so-called smart money, who added and who entered the long position in Palantir, and in general it is quite good sign. And on the other hand, we can see that at the very beginning of this year, several insiders sold some of their shares, and I covered it in my previous video, but you have to keep this in mind that Palantir has quite interesting program of stock-based compensation. And a lot of people receive these shares, and they basically are trying to sell these shares for whatever reasons they want. And in general, it adds some bearish pressure on this asset, and you have to keep this in mind. But on the other hand, you can see that this column, the remaining shares, are still far away from zero. This means despite all the sales of these people, they hold a lot of shares of Palantir stock. And this is also quite indicative, and it is indicative from the bull side of this company. And I have to admit that in general, you have to rely on the bigger picture of this company, because in grand scheme of things, I think this asset will be much more lucrative in the upcoming couple of years. I don't like to do this type of predictions for the next couple of years, but in general, I still think that this company will be the next big thing. Potentially, it might be another $1 trillion company. But so far, let's continue with the technical analysis. And before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, with the assumption that we completed C wave at this point at $15.53, we have quite good movement to the upside. Potentially, we might have this is our first wave, this is our second, and this is the beginning of the third one. And it might be the real case because we have quite significant volume during this breakout above the range of resistance. But on the other hand, the structure itself, the movement itself is not so significant. It is just 13% from its swing low to swing high. And we have some doubts about this previous swing high. As you can see, we didn't break the top of this candle, and this candle is not the best candle that you might see, because it was opened at 18.57 on a pre-market hours, and it was closed right here at $17.45, and it is a strong movement to the downside. And I don't think that it is a common price action for Palantir. Potentially, it might be even a glitch of the trading system, but let SEC to investigate this price action. And for now, I have to say that if on a smaller scale we have, let me do some breakdown on this movement. If it is the first wave, second, third, fourth, we have to have one more leg to the upside that will complete the third wave. And on a slightly bigger scale, it might be like this. This is the first wave, this is the second, somewhere higher should be the third, then fourth and fifth wave right here. We have to upgrade this scale. Let's put it this way. And if it is the case, let me delete this tool so far. If it is the case, we have to project some targets for the fifth wave. And if my assumption is correct, and this volume shows that potentially it might be the third wave, internal third wave, I have to pull the fib retracement tool from the bottom of the third to the top of the third and to the bottom of the retracement. And as long as this range holds, as you can see, we are retesting right now this level of $17.21. As long as this pivot holds, we have a decent opportunity to hit 0.786 fib extension level at $18.96, and it is the confluence with the round number of $19, and potentially, yes, we might have this movement to the upside. But in general, I don't like to trade fifth wave if you didn't catch the third one, because it might be not the case. We might land somewhere lower. And let me, by the way, measure the retracement for the fourth wave. And for this case, I have to pull the fib retracement tool. Yes, so we hit quite decent 0.5 level retracement, and it is another range of accumulation for the algo trades. And the price target for these trades is negative 0.236, and it is almost the confluence with $19 mark. So we have a chance to hit this target if the market will be bullish for the upcoming couple of days. With the tight stop loss of about, let's say, 2%, we have a chance to win about 8.7% of potential profit. And will I enter this trade? I don't think so. I think we have to wait for more clarity on the market, but it is what it is. From the technical standpoint, it might be decent for some traders. And I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna